Despite the past mistakes we can't erase, the future that we can't escape. As long as I can always keep you safe, I gotta be strong. So to your name, I'll fight through the pain. This world can beat me down 100 times, but until the light I'll always rise. Glorious flower, so pure, right up to the air, until it blooms a bright red.
Hello everyone, welcome to another recording session of the Retro Warriors. I'm the Retro Warrior leader of the group, just to be a but that's whatever the heck you want to call me. And today we're back doing more retro reviewing, but as usual, I'm not alone. I got cohorts, so I'll let them introduce themselves.
Second Command has the chaos. Second Command has the chaos and the researcher of the Retro Warriors, and apparently the brains of the operation. And yes, I'm a mad scientist.
And I am the chosen wild card goddess. And
If you drag on your intro, I'm never gonna do another review.
Fine, I'm Crossy, Mecha Cheese enthusiast and wild card. Ruin the fun, why don't you?
That's kind of a...
Hello, guys, you know me as Lady Zamasu, but now I am Lady in the Multiverse. I am the quote-unquote goddess of the retro group.
So, let's see. Normally, I guess Justin's feeling like a little bit cranky at the moment, so I'm just gonna just jump into it. So today,
I'll explain the thing. I don't mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm not Greg. I just kind of just want to get this done. Anyway.
Fair enough.
So for those who don't know what this is about, we just basically gather a show that's good old times that hasn't been heard about, and from the old times to somewhat recent to like 2010 or so. And then we just kind of watch it, binge it, take notes, review it, and bring it to you guys and talk about it. Today we're watching Samurai Deeper Kyo.
So basically, this series, Samurai Deeper Kyo, oh boy, where do I begin? Well, believe it or not, we first heard about the show mostly through Crossy here because she's been a longtime fan of the series. And this aired back in 2002 on TV Tokyo, but the dub was aired a good deal later in 2006. So it
on the movie channel, sadly.
Pretty much. And it centers around a bounty hunter named Yuya Shiina, and who's searching for the man who killed her brother. And also centers on a medicine man who was revealed to be a former deadly samurai known as Kyoshiro Mibu, or who also apparently went by the name of Eyes Kyo. One thing to note about this series is that you will find some very recognizable VAs throughout this series when you watch.
For I am known as the bounty hunter of the Tokai Road, Yuya Shiina. Receive my love!
Enjoying the night air. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight! Attack!
Sorry about that. Couldn't see you over there creeping around in the shadows. You're not hurt, are you? Whatever you do, don't give up, Serenity. I'm here for you, and I know you can do this. I'm gonna be your guardian angel, way up here in the rafters.
Maybe you won't notice it right away, but they're there, but that's not the main point of this. This is known as one of the last major samurai-themed anime in the 2000s, sad as it is. But the thing was, there are some drastic differences between the manga and the anime with this series. The manga was still ongoing around the time the series was first aired. And basically with how the plot progresses, more and more secrets about both Kyoshiro Mibu, the medicine man, or should I say former samurai, and Eyes Kyo, his his evil-ish counterpart, is basically revealed throughout and also with not just that, but also basically travel companions who will not only help uncover the secrets, but stop basically various antagonists from, trying to take over the world, basically. So in any case, let's just get right into it with the characters real quick. So first up on our list is Eyes Kyo. He's basically the main protagonist, legendary samurai to battle Sekigahara, noted by his demonic red eyes. Basically, now here's a drastic difference to note in the anime and manga. In the anime, he had red hair and red eyes. But in the manga, he had black hair. So there's a big difference right there. But of course, he loves killing his enemies and basically loves to ridicule his opponents. Also known for his extreme bloodlust in battle. So, guys, your first initial thoughts on Demon X Kill, real quick?
Samurai Yami Yugi?
I can't argue that.
The sap for those for context, the guy who voices Kyo is the same guy who voices Yamayugi, aka Damn Motherfucking Great.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts about him though? He's interesting. Not much what I expect throughout the adventure, but my usual opinions usually change about characters quickly.
That's fair.
Like I kind of like how he was once an antagonist, then he comes to his own as an anti-hero and then to a protagonist.
Well, he
Like
still
at the end of the
wasn't.
series.
I guess it was
So
kind of an
yeah,
anti-hero from
anti-hero.
start to finish, if you think about it.
Mm.
Zammy, your thoughts on Demon X Kill?
I simped for him real hard.
Respect.
Popped up on screen for a second. I knew I would like him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, understandable from what I could tell, because you made him husband number one within literally 5 seconds of seeing a man on screen.
5 seconds.
Oh God. The best way to sum up Kill, honestly, he's definitely a savage.
I see. Then it was Ieyasu's order to kill Muramasa.
And if it were, what would you do then?
Not a damn thing. That's right. Now you can be servant number 1, and he'll be number 2.
This man does not give a fuck.
Cut the crap. What the hell makes you think I need the help of any of you guys in the first place? Usually it's the servants who obey the master.
The best way I can sum up how I feel about at this character as a whole at the start, he's definitely someone to look out for. He's definitely one of the rare but not unheard of, like I guess you want to say uncommon, like not just an anti-hero but just a straight up like killer and protagonist, which is again kind of a rarity unless you watch shit like Code Geass like I have. Like I said, it's more of an uncommon trope, but you know what? It actually fits with the series, and I can roll with it. Fair warning, there's an extensive list of characters from the manga, and there will be some back and forth comparisons with the anime and mangas, just for some forewarning, guys. Because mainly there's a lot more detail with the anime than the manga, sadly. Well, not the anime, but there's more anime, like there's more detail of the manga than the anime, I should say. But mainly because again, the manga was ongoing, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say this real quick. The anime, like the manga, puts the anime to utter shame. I gotta say it. All right, so next up on the list, Kyoshiro Mibu. He is a former assassin of the Mibu clan, which will be revealed like at least halfway through the story, if I remember correctly. He basically became a medicine man following the bloody battle of Sekigahara. And basically he's extremely caring and fun-loving to a degree. And his main goal is to just protect others. And now here's one of the things you need to hear. This is directly from the manga only that was revealed. He's one of 4 generals of the Red Cross Knights that served the Crimson King of the Mibu clan. We'll get into that more on that later, but he apparently did what Kami did in Dragon Ball and split his consciousness in 2 in an attempt to basically become strong at the same time, also satisfy requests on his ex-lover Sakuya. So your thoughts on Kyoshiro? I mean, I know he didn't have too many appearances past episode 4, but I want y'all's honest opinion on it.
I have one simple answer to this,
Oh.
and that is boobs.
Those boobs are mine!
Thank goodness. I got the medicine I've been looking for. A very special concoction which makes your breasts bigger simply by rubbing it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. He actually literally said in the anime, when Yuya was being held captive, he said, "Those boobs are mine." And the only thing he could do was just sit there and go, "Huh?"
I don't really have much thoughts on her, really, because she didn't feel much attention to.
We're talking about Kyoshiro, dude.
Kyoshiro.
I thought we were talking about the boob. I thought we were talking about the boob.
Well, she's next on the list. She's next on the list.
Well, I stand by my statement about her, but Kyoshiro, I got nothing to say because, let's be honest, he was just there for the comic relief a bit while Kyo was just doing all the work.
Pretty much. I mean,
but without like it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but instead of Yugi leading this entire shit, it's just Yami. There's no Yugi, just Yami.
Just him.
If you want the whole how they would act their rhymes, just imagine Yu-Gi-Oh if it wasn't written by 4 kids and actually written by Adult Swim or some shit.
And if it was a samurai
Yes.
anime, there you go. Like, let's be fair, like, this series, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth with, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of back and forth with the anime and manga, but also some references here and there about 4 kids in Yu-Gi-Oh because the VAs. But yeah, like I said, next on the list, anyone else's thoughts on Kyoshiro real quick? Because Cross, I don't think you say anything about him yet.
Again, well, like they said, he's more of a like he only comes out when the plot kind of needs him, and then he just goes away. Like,
I mean, to be fair, Kyoshiro, like, the thing is, though, initially he's this, like, this cinnamon roll type of dude. And then when you find out what he's really capable of, and it makes you question everything. Because he's clearly more than what he seems. But yeah, I think it's enough about Kyoshiro. Like, let's move on to Yuya Shiina. Okay, now, she is pretty much I guess you want to say the oddball in all this. Unlike pretty much all the other characters in the series, except for maybe one other, she's the only one that uses an actual ranged weapon in combat. Unless you count what Yukimura uses at the end, but we'll get to that later. Yuya uses a triple barrel revolver as her weapon of choice. And initially was a bounty hunter to, hunt down Demon Eyes Kyo for a massive reward, and also get revenge on her brother, which was her primary goal. But over time, she develops feelings for Kyo, basically. And she has a slightly bigger role in the anime than just the manga. So honestly, you guys' thoughts on Yuya? I mean,
boobs.
Oh, the boob girl?
Yes.
Yes, the boob girl.
The girl with the gun.
Honestly, like I said a few minutes earlier, I was more focused about the characters around her and stuff, or that were just along with Kyo and the others. But with her, no. Sad to say, no. Like, I got nothing for her. Like, I can literally look through my memories and I could just, like, I don't know why. It's just like somebody just took a MS Paint eraser and just erase her out, or just cut her out.
And you wouldn't give a fuck.
Of the show. Yeah. Like, I know she's probably has importance or some shit like that, but my brain is just like, you don't give her really much to work with or much screen time to give, so
yeah.
Like, she's just there for leverage.
Well, yeah, except until the final arc where she's actually more useful, ironically enough.
Keyword final arc. That does not help.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was because, again, I point out how she developed feelings for Kyo. And while Kyo was being a tsundere about it, he kind of felt something for her too. Now that I think about it, oh my god, Kyo is basically Hatsuharu. Only he's Black Haru. Fuck. Anyways, Zammy, your thoughts on Yuya?
She gives me a damsel in distress vibe, to be honest.
That's fair.
Yep.
But other than that, the more like that I look back at the anime, she's actually a badass normal chick. Like, everybody else has special powers, but in the beginning, before, all of the friggin' sword shit started, she's just a normal kick-ass woman. She's a very capable fighter without any special powers.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention she did technically take down one of the upper rank Mibu clan fighters by herself, despite the fact that she was horribly outgunned. Again, like, if you're wondering why we're talking about the Mibu clan here and there, there's a reason for it. Because, again, a lot of shit ties into Demon Eyes Kyo and Kyoshiro's past. And Kyoshiro being a member of the Mibu clan, you're going to hear that a lot. In fact, for the last 2 arcs of the series, I might as well turn that into a drinking game. Every time Mibu clan is mentioned throughout the anime, take a shot.
No! Now, Mibu Clan, Jimmy Shinsho.
Well, no, here's the thing. Jimmy Shinsho wasn't mentioned anywhere near as many times, but that's not here nor there.
Okay.
Okay, so next one on the list, Yukimura Sanada. Oh boy, this was husband number 3 for Zammy, all right. How little tidbits to say about Yukimura just because Justin called bullshit on this. But the man, despite his looks, is actually 37 years old.
Again, he looks like my age, and I'm 26, so I want to keep that factor in mind.
But yeah,
He just does not look it.
I know. I don't blame you.
This is one of those stupid anime aesthetics that people do where they draw the characters way older than they look when they're actually young, or when there's someone that's very young and they're very old. For example, Jotaro Kujo from Star Crusaders looks old as fuck, right, in part 3, but he's only 17.
I know. He looks like he was 25, but yeah, I see your point.
They make him a himbo. That's what we call a himbo, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Himbo does not work for him because himbo refers to big buff dude, but that's also a dumbass. Jotaro is not a dumbass. Himbo refers to someone who doesn't have intelligence but has the beauty and the body for it.
Like
Jotaro is not that.
Kyodro.
Sadly, Kyodro is kind of a himbo, but not entirely.
Okay, so back on track for a moment. Yukimura, the best way to sum him up, while he's he seems very kind-hearted, be forewarned, the man can be kind of manipulative, but usually for the right reasons.
If Ieyasu is murdered, we will most certainly go to war. And then maybe, just maybe, I'd have a shot at being Shogun.
Toyotomi's story had a happy ending, but your ambition might lead you down a different path. At least I finally know why you were using me, Yukimura.
His main goal is to ultimately free Japan, basically, and unite it under his family's rule, which is somewhat admirable at the same time questionable. He's usually very casual, but when he's pissed off, run. He's one of those types that basically is a trope. Is the old saying, "Demons run when a gentle person goes to war." In fact, he commands an entire clan of ninja under his belt. On top of that, this is only mentioned in the manga for record, but the reason why Yukimura has beef with with some of the clans in Japan was because one of the clans in particular was responsible for the death of his girlfriend several years ago. And to this day, he still mourns her death. In fact, the sword he uses, or then the weapon he used at the end of the series, the sword he uses was the same one his girlfriend gave him. And he has a kind of on and off rival with Eyes Kyo, so his skills are almost as good as his, at least. But yeah, his ultimate goal was to free Japan from the Illuminati-like control of the Mibu clan. So yeah, your thoughts on Yukimura?
I still question how he looks 30 but isn't. I mean, how he's 30 but he isn't, or he doesn't look it. But I digress. He's an interesting character. Not what I expected when I first saw him. I thought he was just gonna be, how would I put this? That main casual antagonist or rival to the protagonist. You know what I mean?
And he kind of did that trope well enough.
Yeah, not as it's not as cheesy or as most as other ones. For example, like Yami Kaiba again. Sorry for Yu-Gi-Oh comparison, but when you get 4 kids actors in there, that's all I'm going to compare it with. Don't judge me. That rivalry would just always be nonstop. This one wasn't as bad as most as that.
It was
but
actually being consistent.
It was being consistent, but this one it wasn't as bad.
It was all over the place, but with good reason. Yeah. Yukimura's main goal wasn't fighting Eyes Kyo. It was to help his clan, and he admitted point blank that he's selfish about that. The one thing to note about Yukimura is that unlike most samurai warlords, he treats his mercenaries and his assassins like family, which is why they're so loyal to him.
That was all an ingenious deception. Lord Yukimura needed to gain the Mibu's trust.
Wait, so everything you did was part of some strategy to trick the Mibu?
Yes, that's right. It was the only way, Sasuke. I had to get the last Muramasa.
I don't believe you! And I thought you had actually betrayed everyone, including me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is my thoughts of Yukimura. I'm just going to try and sum up as quickly as possible. I think he's just basically someone who literally has not much else to live for other than his clan, because given what happened to his girlfriend, apparently in the manga, and I think it was briefly mentioned in the anime, Like, given what happened to his girlfriend, I think he's like still hurting from that. Like, obviously, he's kind of still hurting from that, but also, at least he found something else worth fighting for, so to speak. But yeah, I feel at least a little bad for the guy. I mean, granted, yeah, he's kind of a manipulative shit sometimes, but again, he's usually doing it for the right reasons.
See, I
Mhm.
would give regrets for that, but at the same time, there could be worse ways to change a person.
True.
Death of a girlfriend, yes, that could affect someone greatly, especially to someone that's close to him. But I feel like if you're gonna go that route, I feel like I'm not saying not every character could be written like that. No, it's just from my personal experience with anime and manga and tropes and cartoon shows, and I'm pretty sure everyone in this VC could agree. When somebody's lost someone that close to you, I feel like the character that's built from that would have more of a different emotional expressions than he did it in the show. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, but some people have a very, like, interesting ways of coping, I guess you want to say.
I understand, and agree with the coping, but that's not what I mean. Like how the coping. I just feel like I felt like how do I put this? It's hard to explain, but and a way to put this is like I just feel like he probably would have had something more of a personal grudge, way more against some like pure boiling hatred with some things or against the world or something like that. But he just has this calm, sometimes a bit of a calm, cocky demeanor a bit in a way.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. He is a bit cocky, but
Yeah,
again,
like
like,
I do see the hate and things like that for Kyo, the clans and all, but not as I kind of thought or expected. You know what I mean?
oh, right. I almost forgot to mention this because this is also for the benefit of the audience here. One of the things to note about Samurai Deeper Kyo is that much like a couple other certain samurai-based anime, you're gonna see a lot of references to historical figures throughout Japan's warring states and all that. So yeah,
Mm.
the likes of the names of Yukimura Sanada, who was an actual person by the way in history, but he looked nothing like the anime character from this series. Not just him, but also what was it? I'm trying to remember the exact names because to be fair, it's been a bit since I looked them up. But as far as I'm aware, there was no Mibu clan or anything like that. But
Mm.
names such as Nobunaga and Toya and what was it, Hidetada, those names do stick out throughout Japanese history. By the way,
Right.
Zami, your thoughts on Yukimura?
When we first started the first episode and whatnot, he like Yuya, he's a kick-ass normal person because he's just a samurai
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning.
Yep.
So pretty kick-ass normal person, no, powers or whatever, just
Technically, he
samurai.
didn't. And technically, he didn't gain any powers at all throughout the series. Just special skills.
He is just a very skilled samurai until he got that arrow looking thing. I keep forgetting the
The
name.
bow. Okay, now here's a little different tidbit. I forgot to mention. Okay, the reason they called it Tenguko was because of, I guess, copyright or some shit like that. But the actual name of the weapon was Tengoku. Well, I guess it was a translation error or some shit. But yeah, the reason for that was only because, to be fair, it was to take on the Red King. Because the Red King was, well, obscenely powerful. And Yukimura, in any other circumstances, would have preferred using his own skills instead of just, I just want to say a Deus Ex Machina. But again, it was purely like special circumstances.
Thing is, what I want to add one more thing. Like another trope. I'm sorry to cut in to say
You're
this.
good, you're
I
good.
feel like again, I think it's probably because we've seen this in a lot of enemies. When somebody has like a tragic past or some shit, you think they would have a more how do I put this? I might as well say it. A more edgy personality to them. You know what I mean? More
Yukimura
stern.
is nothing like that.
No, but you know what I'm getting at. Given how what
Yes.
you said, what happened to him and his girlfriend and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, that's someone that's close to them that's been lost and taken.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I know Kukimura is nowhere near like that. I'm glad they kind of didn't do it like that. I wasn't my expectations maybe have been too high, but when I known about that, it's just like. But when I see it didn't really go that approach. I actually started to like this character a little more than most other protagonists that went full edge mode.
Yeah, like a certain someone from Alpharetta of Zammy Sims 4. Yeah.
So let's be honest, there are worse anime protagonists that had bad things happen to girlfriend, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just put up the title logo for Berserk here and just bring it back down and never speak about it again. And if y'all know Berserk, you know what I'm referring to.
Oh
Simple
God.
enough.
One more thing. Dude looks like a lady.
It
Murder.
doesn't help he can pass off as one.
Good lord.
And I simp for both.
Aaron Crossy, your thoughts on Yukimura?
He has the same voice as Kite from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sexual.
Oh my god. Wait, no.
It's true. I
Yes.
looked it up.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god, it's Photon Dragon with the N.
Except he doesn't have any of Kite's edgy personality.
This is Yo from Shaman King, and you're watching the Fox Box.